Hey everybody, it's David. Got some questions for you. Do you have a phone? Do you have an opinion? Perhaps you have some skill. Well, with all those things, have you ever considered starting a YouTube channel? Yep, that's what we're going to talk about this week. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I think you should consider starting a YouTube channel. And don't worry, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons there at the end why you probably shouldn't do it. Are you ready? Hey, let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's David at David in Progress, where we talk about financial independence, retiring early, and doing your best to live your best life now from the perspective of just a regular guy who's out there trying to do all those things. Thank you so much for dropping by. If you're here for the first time, I especially appreciate you. If you want to help out my channel, the best thing you can do is leave a thumbs up. And also, I love those comments. So right off the bat, let me ask you, have you thought about starting a YouTube channel and why? Leave some comments and let me know why you might want to do this. Well, first, let me give you a little background about my YouTube experience. I've actually had this channel a long time. I had to scroll down to the end and look it up, and my very first video was in November of 2010. At that time, it was really popular for people to talk about products and things on the internet. And I was just about to get a new phone, a BlackBerry. And I thought it would be really fun to give it a try, to open up a box and talk about this BlackBerry style. At the time, I was working for Sprint. And so I was kind of a phone guy, kind of a phone geek. Well, I did it. And that video, it was horrible looking back at it. It's so fun looking at seeing how far I've gone since those days, but it was fun. And before long, I found myself in this program that Sprint had at the time where they would send me phones. I would open up the box and talk about it. And if I did so for at least 3 videos, I got to keep the phone for free. Isn't that great? And amazingly, I had one video that has 107,000 views. That is a ton of views. Was never monetized because I was getting the phones for free, didn't want to do that, didn't even understand how to do that, but I had fun along the way. Now, flash forward to December of 2023 and I get laid off of my job. So I decided it would be great to create a video about what to do when you are laid off. My goal was to help other people who were going through the same thing as I was. I had many friends that had been laid off. I was in HR, so I laid off a lot of other people. And I thought it would be great to share some advice. And I made a few videos about that. Then let's get to February of 2024. 1 year ago this month, I decided that it would be great to do YouTube. I decided to do 1 video a week and commit to it. And that is basically what I've done for this last year. I can only think of 1 or 2 weeks that I've missed in the entire year. But basically, I've been consistent to present 1 video a week about my early retirement experience. And for me, that was the key. I decided to make my video about what I had experienced about at the time, and still to this day, is about retiring early. If you're new to the channel, this is my 2nd year of early retirement. And specifically, I broke it down to financial independence, retiring early, and working hard to live my best life now. And by the way, this is a video about the why for a YouTube channel, nothing to do with the how. I will in March have a video discussing how much I've earned in this first year of monetization here at YouTube with some of my best tips on the how part. Okay, here is reason number 1. It keeps you mentally engaged. When I had a traditional job, every week, typically on Sunday night, I would start thinking about that week coming up and what I needed to accomplish. What goals did I need to work on during that week for my work so that by Friday I can feel like I accomplished something positive? Well, without a job, there are no longer those goals that needed to be accomplished. And so choosing to have a YouTube channel once a week gave me a new goal. My goal, 1 video a week. I have to do research. I have to think about what is that video going to be about. I have to organize myself a little bit. I'm not someone who does scripts or anything like that, but I do try to have some type of point, some type of theme for every video that I do. And I love learning. I love learning about whatever topic I have chosen for my video for that week. I especially love learning about the editing process, the how to make the video, how to do the thumbnails, all that type of stuff. So it gave me that creative outlet. and it gave me my goal to accomplish every week. And it really has helped with my mental health and my mental engagement to have that goal. Another thing, and probably the most surprising, is the second thing, which is it connects you to a like-minded community. If your YouTube channel is focused on a single topic or a couple of topics, people who are interested in that are going to be those who watch it. And as a result, you tend to create a community. For me here at David in Progress, I love the people that are my regular commenters. We have fantastic conversations down in the comment section about whatever the topic is. I have learned a lot from people who leave comments. I have very kind people that often leave me advice about whatever topic it is, and I learn as well. My other favorite part of the community is other small channel YouTubers. We're just regular folks out there with an iPhone or an Android phone making videos. We're not professionals out there running off, big channels with thousands of people that are watching and hundreds of people on our staff. We're just regular folks. And for people like Hope to Prosper, Retire Early with Me, Aging on Your Terms, and others who are regular people I communicate with, you are part of my community, and I hope that I'm part of yours. And that has been my favorite thing about here on YouTube. Number 3 is share your knowledge and experience. Hey, I'm in my 50s. Most people watching this channel are in their 50s or older based on the statistics that I see. And if you have lived this long, you mostly have stacked many skills. You have a lot of knowledge, and I guarantee you probably have an opinion. And it is fantastic to have this opportunity to share this with the world. You have some value that now you can give back to the world. And here's the cool part. Whatever video that you create is going to live for many years. You might make it today, but tomorrow, next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that video will still exist. So think about the legacy that you are creating for anyone who might watch it, especially your family, your children, and your grandchildren. I picture like 10 years from now, my son, who has no children yet, pulling up a video and showing my future grandchild, hey, look what Grandpa David used to do on the internet. Wasn't he a weird dude? Or perhaps there is some wisdom that I put on video now that my son or maybe my grandchild 10, 20 years from now might pull up and go, you know what? Oh, Dad, he was actually pretty smart. He had some things to share that could make a difference in my life. And that is something, creating that legacy with these videos that will live well beyond you potentially. Number 4 is the income potential. Yes, you can make money off YouTube, off your YouTube videos. My channel was monetized about a year ago. It was in March of 2024. When we get around to March, I'll do a video about how much I've made off this channel. Hey, a little secret for you, it's been very, very little. But if you go out and do some research, you're going to find retired people making very simple videos that are quite popular, and they are making a lot of money off their YouTube channel. Depending upon your topic, depending upon your niche, there might be companies out there once your channel grows that will want you to promote whatever it is that they are selling. And those are other opportunities for you to make money here on YouTube. So yes, you can make money. There are people out there that are making tons of money from it. It is not why I do YouTube, but I'll tell you what, that $2 or $3 that I get each day from my videos, I very much appreciate them. And the last thing is that anyone can do it. Again, like I said at the very beginning, if you have a phone, you can start a YouTube channel. Back in 2010, when I started this, it was very difficult. I had to record the video. I had to work on the editing. It was really hard. But now, thanks to how advanced phones are, it is really not that hard. You can do everything. You can record the video on your phone. You can edit on your phone. You can just upload it right to the internet, right to YouTube, right there from the phone. Really very little effort, and the technology just keeps getting better and better to make it easier and easier for you to be on YouTube. And that does kind of lead me to some reasons why you may not want to do this. I am a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm also very much ADD, and I spend a lot of times on these videos. I mentioned how I create my topic and what I want to talk about. Well, hardly, it seems like when I turn the camera on, somehow my grammar goes away, the words I pronunciate, I tend to say things wrong, and I get really hard on myself with it. So if you are someone that are hard on yourself, keep in mind that seeing yourself on video is weird. Sitting here like I'm doing, talking to a camera, that is weird. And that is something that you need to be comfortable with. Another thing to consider is that you are putting yourself out on the internet, and the internet has a lot of haters. So the more popular a video you have, the more likely it is that someone is going to leave a negative comment. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to say that your topic wasn't good, or they didn't like the way that you look. Just there's all kinds of things that they are going to say. If you do not have thick skin, being on YouTube is maybe something that you do not want to do. You can always delete those comments. I try not to delete them, but there are people out there that are going to criticize you no matter how good you might think your video is. And that's kind of my third thing. I have some videos that I recorded that I was very proud of the topic. And then I turn around weeks later and they are my lowest viewed. So it can be mentally painful to have spent a lot of effort into something that you think is a very important topic that you thought would make a difference for a lot of people, to find that it only has very few views. How I have dealt with that, for me, even a very few views ends up being a few hundred views. And I think about it in relativity, there I am, I can't even talk. There I go to being relative to this house. If I had 200 people here come and hear me ramble on about some type of topic, that is an incredible thing to think about. So whether you have 10 views or 10,000 views, there is a potential that you are making a difference for someone, that you put out something helpful that helped maybe even just that one person. And I promise you, I do think that it is worth it. So there we go. There was my 5 reasons to start a YouTube channel and some reasons not to. What do you think now that you have hopefully got all the way here to the end? Are you considering starting a YouTube channel? Why would you do that? Leave me a comment. Do you have some favorite small YouTuber channels, especially related to early retirement? I'd love to learn about those. Leave a comment down below. If that's you, hey, raise your hand and say, hey, I got a channel. I'd like to have some more viewers. Again, I want to thank you for being part of my YouTube channel. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up and the comments. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. 1 year later, I am still motivated to create a video 1 a week, and I'm going to keep doing it. And it's because of you. Thank you so much for watching.